Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. Leo, how are you doing? I'm dropping these on a Sunday, so happy Sunday to you. But anytime you get this, whether you get it today, tomorrow, or next year, it could resonate at that time. I do have a deck here. We are going to look at this Oracle deck. We're going to put down some energy for the overall feel of next week, and because I'm always reading for the week ahead, Leo, you might know that if you've been here before. And then we're going to throw some tarot on it and find out what's going on, get some details for you. At the end of this reading, I'm going to tell you about how to find the extended if you're interested in that, or about private reads if you're interested in that. So thanks for showing up here, Leo. If you're my ride or die, let me know in the comments. You guys never comment, Leo. Calling you out. So I would love to know. And I wouldn't say never. I would think some of you do, but I don't get a whole lot of comments from Leo. But thanks for engaging here. So if you are brand new, welcome. I hope that you will offer a thumbs up in order to grow this tribe. Thanks for doing that if you're coming back. Let's find out what's going on for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo for the week ahead. All right. Tune out distractions, Leo. We've got think things through, and we've got engage in higher reason. So tuning out distractions. I feel like you've got, feels like squirrel. It feels like you get doing something over here, and all of a sudden you're pulled over to something else. So you're supposed to tune out distractions and think things through, which means slowing down the mind, slowing down the pace, slowing down. I'm calling you out again. Slowing down. And then engaging in higher reason, thinking it out. It feels like in order to do that, you may have to retreat, which means pulling back your energy, spending time by yourself, which you love. So spending time by yourself and thinking it through, thinking it over. Shine your light and express your joy. Count your blessings. It looks like some good stuff is coming up in the future. Shining your light and expressing your joy sounds like a lot of fun. So I think that after your retreat, you end up feeling in a better energy, possibly. Let's find out what else is going on for you, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We just had a new moon in your sign. So the moon and the sun were in your sign at the same time. I don't know where the moon is right now, but I know that they were in there at the same time. And usually that's when all of the changes take place. It goes from night to day. Things are revealed, and you start to see things that were hiding in the darkness. And so you also have Mercury, and that is in retrograde in your sign until about mid-August, I think the 11th or something. So let's find out what's going on for you. Tell me about all that energy. Does it feel a little wild to you or what? For those of you who have double Leo placements, I bet you it feels a little wild. Tell me about Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. And we have the Four of Swords. Oh, I love that, because that is about tuning out distractions, thinking things through. I kind of love that the Six of Swords is coming up, because that's about stopping the chaotic thoughts, right? And these two together tell me that you're about to release something that's been sort of weighing on you, weighing on your mind. Oh, just one moment. Sorry about that. Somebody didn't have control of their alarm on their car. Okay, so engage in reason. Oh, very interesting, because the devil is here. And so the devil sort of clouds our judgment, or, sort of gives us sort of an obsessive kind of energy, right? Things that are obsessive, things that are attached to us, things that we are attached to, possibly some toxicities. We'll talk about that. These two cards I put down because I'm going to talk about these as the energy that is not the week ahead. This is the week ahead. This is the week after that. So we're looking a little bit further into August here. So let's talk about this tune out distractions, because look, the Four Swords are always about stability, and Four Swords is about stability of the mind. So it's like healing. It's like laying down. There they go again. I think that's confirmation. I'm just saying, I think that it's confirmation about it's time for you to just heal. It's time for you to pull back your energy, heal, lay down. Maybe you're not feeling well, but it's time for you to tune out distractions, which tells me that whenever something comes up that requires your immediate attention, maybe just slowly look at it. Like, maybe don't let things show up that are things are going to show up as they will, but you don't have to pay attention to them immediately as they show up. I feel like it's time for you to relax or hold back, or maybe don't answer all the texts that come in at once. Just give yourself a breath here. We've got the 7 of Cups in the reverse. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, and we've got the 5 of Pentacles. I thought it was the 10. So, tuning out distractions. In order to tune out the distractions, Leo, you may have to detach completely. And what I mean by that is, I know 5s are about lack, but I feel as though with the 9 of Pentacles here with the 5, I don't feel for you it's really feeling in lack. It could be a lack of money at this point, but it does feel like because the confidence is here and you're doing pretty well in the 9 of Pentacles, this is pre-Empress energy, whether you're feminine or masculine, and then the 5 of Pentacles shows up, it feels like you're on the outside looking in, but it's okay because you're confident that you'll be able to get back into the swing of things. So I feel like the 5 of Pentacles is telling me that this is the tuning out of the distractions is what it feels, completely disconnecting here. We've got the 7 of Cups in the reverse. And for me as a reader, when the 7 of Cups is in the reverse, it feels like I know what I'm doing now, or I get it, or I've figured it out, or I've figured out which cup I want. So it feels to me like until you can figure out what you're doing, where it does no longer feel emotionally overwhelming, until you figured out that you want that cup, or you have picked it and you're not confused anymore, I feel like when you're confident in that decision, that's when it's time, then you can let the distractions back in again. But until then, I think that you're supposed to stay outside of the distractions. Look, we have the Chariot in reverse. So Chariot in reverse is like being stuck or staying in one spot, not moving. And so I feel like this thinking through this energy here also is telling me that it should be slow. I feel like you're trying to make a decision, or you've retreated because I feel like there's something here that has been hard on you or harsh. It does feel like it is something that maybe you got hurt by or you feel betrayed by. And with these 10 swords, and I feel like you want to release it. So I feel like you're thinking something through here and trying to release the chaos. Because 10s for me are not only betrayal and painful endings, but also the relief of being able to release those thought patterns. So I feel like the 6 of Swords is telling me you're detaching because you want to think things through. And, it's going from a place of chaos in the mind to going to a calmer place. All right, we've got the Lover's card. We've got the Tower. Okay, Leo. And the Sun. What the heck? All right, so we've got 3 major arcanas, 4, 1 on the bottom of the deck, 5. Yeah, so we got 5 major arcanas out so far, only partway through your reading. So I feel like there is somebody that confuses you. It feels like it's a confusion, and you've already had an ending with them, but I feel like it was confusing, and that's maybe why you ended it or released it. I feel like the Tower is bringing in some sort of realization or a breakthrough energy for you. As you've been thinking things through, I feel like you're feeling detached from the situation or detached from this person. And I think you want to go from this chaotic thinking process of why did I let it go, or why did I let it go, to a calmer place. So calmer place in the mind. I really feel like there is somebody here who is in this Lover's energy. And I feel like, of course, it's you, but I feel like there is somebody else here as well. So somebody here that you cannot detach from, or you feel like that they are so meaningful in your life, or the time that you had with them was so meaningful that it's really been hard for you to detach from them. And I feel it's because you are really connected to them. Got 2 people that are participating in a hand fasting. If you don't know what that is, maybe you can Google it. But it is, when 2 people who are in a certain specific spiritual realm, they see them as being joined by a ribbon, that they're joining themselves together. And so that's what that is. And so it feels like it's something that you've not been able to let go of, or someone that you've not been able to let go of. But here comes the Tower, shifting your thought, shifting your feelings, shifting your energy, your thought pattern. And I feel like you have been all along trying to detach from a chaotic sort of mindset. And I feel like the Tower is the final strike. It feels like it finally clears the way and gives you clarity, clears your thinking, removes the obstacles from your path. And I feel like now you've been thinking about this person, thinking it through, and now you're getting some sort of a breakthrough here. The sun is a happy energy, but it's also about growth. Everything grows under the sun, right? Your hair, your nails, everything grows under the sun. And so does your, spiritually and mentally and physically and in your, it's a time of growth. So it could be career, it could be money. But I feel like for you, when the tower and the sun shows up, you're having an awakening. Like it feels like a spiritual awakening because of the spiritual ritual that we're going through with the lovers here, that you're realizing that you've detached from someone, or you've been trying to detach from someone that you can't stay detached from, is what it feels like. You're having a realization about someone, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. So engaging in higher reason here, but the devil is here to cloud things. Now look, the devil is a trickster energy, and it's going to be here usually to make you think, oh, you're being obsessive about that. Why can't you let go of that person? You're being obsessive. That's kind of weird, Leo. Like the devil is in there trying to make you feel like you're less than, or that you're being codependent, or this is a codependent thought process. Like it feels like the devil is giving you doubt or making you hold back, or you feel that possibly you're not enough. Like the devil might want to make you feel like you're not enough. There could be somebody here who has an addiction, who feels like they need to get that under control before they can engage in higher reason or engage in a relationship here. Tell me about the devil and engaging in higher reason. It's going to take engaging in higher reason. To me, this is like the Hierophant energy. It's the higher self. Engaging in higher reason is going to overtake the devil, but it's going to be a lot of work. We've got the 9 of Cups, we've got the 3 of Swords, and we've got the 2 of Cups. So again, 2 people that are sharing, right? 2 people that are bonded, but I feel like we might be bonded in heartbreak or heartache. So this could be a toxic bond. This could be you're trying to engage in higher reason. Maybe you felt like the reason that you left or released them or let go is because you felt like this possibly was a trauma bond or a toxic bond. But the 9 of Cups is here, and it makes me feel like you engaging in higher reason tells me that things are going to come into alignment, and you're going to overcome the devil energy. You're going to overcome the heartbreak. And I think when all of the effects of the heartbreak or the disappointment are fading, I feel like you're realizing that this person was actually your wish fulfillment. It was just the devil that was here. So maybe it was an addiction that clouded your mind. Maybe it was obsession that clouded your mind, or you thought it was. But I feel like it's really the devil is like trying to keep you away from the things that would be the best for you. So it feels like you fell into the devil energy, is what it feels like. You fell into the devil energy, and you decided that this 2 of Cups wasn't for me. I just need to let it go. This person broke my heart, or I broke their heart, or whatever the situation is. But the 9 of Cups is here. I feel like things are coming back into alignment, and you've had some sort of a realization, a wake-up call, or a breakthrough. And it feels like you now realize that you detached maybe prematurely, or that maybe you thought that it wasn't good for you, but maybe it was the devil that was here. We're going to look at this as well. We've got the King of Pentacles, and we've got the Queen of Cups. I feel like what you're looking for is stable love. And I think that somebody here is realizing that maybe the trickster energy made them think that they weren't good enough. So maybe, Leo, maybe you thought that you didn't measure up, or you weren't good enough, or that maybe we were so different we could never make it work. I'm going to put down 3 cards here, Leo, and we're going to talk about that in the extended energies. And so we'll talk about this in the extended as well. If you're interested in the extended, I do have a pinned comment that I pin under every one of my videos at the top of all the comments. You'll see it there. You can purchase this extended reading on its own if you just want to see this one, or I do have a membership area if you'd like to go to the membership area, and you can get all the extendeds that I do if you're looking at more than one energy in the extendeds. I do extendeds for all of my readings, and so they're all in the membership area if you'd like to go there. There's other things there as well, not just extendeds, but if you're interested, also, I do have private readings that are on sale right now. The live readings are on sale right now. You can get anywhere from 5 to 75% off of engaging with me in a phone call or video or text if you'd like to do that. I'm having a lot of fun doing that, by the way. Oh my gosh, I'm a Sagittarius and Leo is my jam. So when I get a Leo on the phone, we have so much fun. Anyways, so yeah, if you want to do that. And also, I still am doing pre-recorded readings, so you can also book a pre-recorded reading. Please click the link to Hypsee and figure out what sessions you're interested in. I do have a timetable there as well, so you'll know when you can book me. You simply get a discount just for booking your appointment ahead. All right, let's find out what we're going to talk about in the extended here. We've got the Nine of Swords. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, and the Hanged Man is here. Interesting energy. So I think what we're going to talk about here, because this is like overall advice, I'm going to say that maybe you're in a different energy now. You're in this energy where maybe you do feel like you measure up. You do have enough. You feel like you have enough material wealth that you can support a relationship, like a loving, kind, compassionate. Maybe you're in a different place in your life right now after the retreat. So it looks like with the Hanged Man energy that you're sort of looking at things differently now. And the way you're looking at it is, I just needed to hold back. I needed better perspective. I needed to realize what I needed to get rid of in my life. And I think that this is what you needed to sacrifice. You needed to sacrifice this thing that was going on in your head that was making you feel like you weren't enough. So I feel like that was probably the reason why all of this went south. But we do have the Seven of Pentacles. Maybe you thought, I just don't know if I want to put that much work and energy and time into it, because I feel that possibly in the past that you get into relationships where you end up doing all the work and the other person ends up wandering off with all of your work that was done. So it feels like the Seven of Pentacles tells me that that you are casting your seeds of intention, that you intend to make something grow, that you're intending to put a lot of hard work into it. But the worry is, am I going to put all the hard work in and then they're just going to leave me with nothing? So I feel like this pause is necessary for you to get a different perspective. And we do have the Page of Wands. We might be reaching out to somebody here, Leo. I feel like you might be reaching out to somebody possibly in sort of excitement, wanting to reconnect with them, dipping your toe in the water to see if they're ready. We're going to go into the extended. We're going to talk more about this. We're going to clarify all of this. And if you would like to be there, you know what to do. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care, Leo. And I'll see you soon because, well, I'm always back. Bye-bye.